You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days fans. Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got a comings and goings update for you. Jack Deveraux is back, and it looks like his return may usher in recast Abby's appearance. Plus, we've got 2 villains exiting and some other exciting ins and outs for the NBC Peacock soap opera. We're going to dig into all that, but if you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Let's start with the villains. If you hadn't figured it out yet, Sloan Petersen is gone, and gone for good as far as we've heard. She took off. As a matter of fact, what's interesting, Jessica Serfaty had left, and they hadn't filmed a confrontation with her and Nicole or her and Eric. And Ron Carlivati was the one who said this. He said he was really surprised because the replacement writers wrote it, and they didn't write it with this showdown. So immediately when he got the reins back in his hand, he's like, no, we have to have this. And he brought Jessica Serfaty back in. I wonder if that's part of why she had her hair up and in a hat. Maybe she like chopped it off or did something. I don't know. So we also have Konstantin Meleounis dead and gone. Since he doesn't know Dr. Rolfe, I have to hope he's one of those in Salem who is dead, really dead. But I wonder if anybody's going to question Constantine's dying words. The last few things he said before he died, he called Teresa the B word and said she's been a thorn in his side ever since he came to town. That is very strange. It should have been very strange for Alex and Brady and Xander to hear, because as far as they know, those two don't know each other that much. So why would she be a thorn in his side? When people have caught her talking to Constantine, they've always made excuses, but maybe in the heat of the moment with the guns drawn and all that, it didn't dawn on anybody. But then Constantine's last few words, there is still an enemy in your midst, clearly about Teresa. Nobody put 2 and 2 together at the time, but I just wonder once they start thinking if Xander's going to figure it out, because he knows how much Teresa hates him. He hates her. He was willing to let her be collateral damage if he got to kill Constantine, which I thought was great. I figured Alex and Brady should have argued with him a little more on that point, but it was kind of interesting. All right. So our next CNG thing to talk about, Gabi Hernandez is back soon. And as we reported months and months and months ago, it'll be Cherie Jimenez in the role. Plus, Calderon debuts this week as Javi, Leo's new love interest. Days posted a photo on their Instagram account, at least a month ago, I think, of Cherie Jimenez and Calderon hugging each other on set. So I think maybe they started filming together at about the same time. And with him showing up this week, I think we're going to see Gabi back. Not this week, maybe next week or the week after. We'll see. Also, JJ Deveraux is back. Yet another hint that Abby is back to life. Casey Moss has returned to film. No air date known yet. But with Abby's brother confirmed to return, that absolutely seems like it has to be tied to his sister's resurrection. We do expect Anna Lynn McCord is playing resurrected Abby, possibly with some sort of amnesia or DID, unless she survived and somebody's got her locked up somewhere. Kidnappings are pretty common in Salem, so never say never. Lamon, Archey, and Sal Stowers are back as Eli Grant and Lani Price in time for her mom Paulina Price's Juneteenth wedding anniversary to Abe Carver. Of course, that hits on June 19th, so they're going to be back next week. And Serena Scott Thomas is coming soon as Xander's mom. Looks like she may be a July debut. Sarah Horton is busy looking for his mother. All she really knows is, we haven't even heard her name, I don't think. I don't know why they haven't said it. Xander said his mother was a terrible parent and a drunk, And the phone number I think he gave her, he told her outside London there was some flop house where he used to find her drunk. And she has been leaving voicemails. She got Bonnie Kiriakis involved with it, which was kind of interesting. I do wonder if Xander's mom is still awful and boozy, or if she has cleaned up her act. She is supposed to be back for their wedding. I guess we'll find out how sober she is at the wedding if she hits the open bar. And reportedly, from the leaker who sends me stuff, I do think it might be her that blows Teresa out of the water and reveals the secret, that she was the one who had the fling with Victor, and yes, can confirm that Xander is Victor's son and not Alex. I mean, Alex has already been warned, shots fired, and Teresa is keeping it zipped, but messy. Now, the big thing I want to talk about really is Matthew Ashford's return. He is back as Jack Deveraux next week on June 18th, and the spoilers say he thwarts Julie Williams and Chad DiMera's plan. So what's their plan? Well, Clyde told Chad that he did not kill Abby. She's alive. Later this week, Chad tells Julie, and their first thought is, Abby died, all that. We buried her. So I just wonder if they're going to say, okay, step one, let's have her exhumed. Let's pull up that coffin, pop it open, see who, if anyone, is in it. And I just wonder if Jack, is back because maybe he's notified if they want to exhume it. I don't think he's going to want the past to be dug up. Probably the idea of his baby girl's body being dug up, on the word of horrible Clyde Weston, is an abomination, something like that, and I think he's going to fight them. And there is basically a spoiler. It sounds like he is able to stop it. And then there's another one saying that Chad and Julie figure something else out. So I don't know. We'll see. But this is the comings and goings spoiler that I'm most excited about, because we are counting down to the reveal of recast Abigail. She could be back by the end of the month, but I'm thinking it's going to be probably early July, somewhere around there. Everything is pointing to around then, because Anna Lynn McCord's casting was confirmed in December, and with a 6 to 7 month delay from tape to air, that lines up with June, July, probably July sweeps, which start in late June. That's my guess. And that is all of the casting news that I have for you. Please share your comments. What do you think about getting recast Gabi and then hot on her heels recast Abby? Gabi and Abby both back in Salem. It is exciting stuff. Drop your comments. Please subscribe if you have not, and definitely come back soon. We are here talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.